Jubi Show.
Welcome.
It's well, I don't know if it's the Jubi Show, but it's a Jubi Show.
It's a Jubi Show.
I think we've agreed upon that earlier, right?
Didn't we?
Didn't we? I thought we
did. It was a Jubi Show of some variety.
This right now is some form of a Jubi Show. A Jubi Show.
One of many.
One of at least several. Possibly hundreds, thousands, millions. We don't know. The universe. Well, okay.
It's
first of all,
well, I suppose it's not infinite.
No, the universe is not infinite. No. However, this is only one universe out of an unknown, mass.
Yeah.
Mass of universes.
Agreed. So, I think we can both agree that the science is sound on that.
Pretty sound. Of science.
Dimensions. We are but one dimension.
We are but one of an endless dimensions. And that is the sound of science.
That is what science sounds like.
You are hearing the sound of science.
The sound of science? That's very funny. Why didn't Weird Al should be going nuts on that one.
Well, the Beastie Boys already kind of took it.
Did they? The sound of science?
It's the sound of science. The sound of science.
Was it like a direct parody of The Sound of Silence?
It was far from it.
That's cool. That's definitely...
I see what you're saying. That's what I mean. Now I see what you're going for.
Do you see why I brought up Weird Al Yankovic?
Weird Alfred. Yes.
Yes.
Wow. Weird Alfred.
Weird Alfred. I wonder when he decided to go with the name Weird Alfred.
Well, one weird wasn't getting the point across. Well, it was, in the 80s, yeah, one weird was enough. Yeah. But then people got so cynical and used to everything. And
yeah, the 90s was pretty weird.
The 90s was...
You gotta stand out.
That's right. So he had to add another weird to himself.
Weird Alfred.
Weird Alfred. Some people got confused. They thought it was a different artist. I mean, Weird Al, suddenly there's Weird Alfred. It sounds like a different artist. So yeah. I think he may have actually lost some of his loyal...
He lost me.
Did he? Did you stop? I thought you still bought his... No? Okay.
Well, I bought it.
But you
I don't listen to it. Boycotting. I'm organizing a sit-in on Weird Alfred's new music. Buy it, leave it in the package, and put it out of sight, out of mind.
I love that. You will give him your money, but not your attention.
Nope.
Not your time or attention. That's great.
And you know what? I don't even tell him that I don't.
No, he doesn't.
Let him suffer. Let him just be in a psychological state of nightmare all the time, wondering whether I'm listening to his new album or whether I just bought it.
No, well, yeah. As far as he knows, you love it. I mean, you're tricking the heck out of this guy.
He's probably. I won't so much as give the guy the time of day.
Yeah. No satisfaction for Weird Alfred.
Communication between us is off.
He's I don't know. Would you say that he's dead to you? Would you? I mean, that's a little harsh.
Oh
but
no! If somebody's dead to me, I can't. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of torturing him psychologically by doing this.
Right. Yeah. It would be. There'd be no point if you didn't care anything about it.
Right. If he was dead to me, I wouldn't even have bought the album probably.
It's not worth the trouble.
No.
Well,
this is a worthwhile endeavor.
I
encourage you to do it to your favorite artists.
I really
hit them where it hurts.
Yeah, give them see how it feels to get only cash but no artistic recognition.
Yep, and to not even know that you're not getting the recognition.
That's how little you're getting it is. You're not even aware one way or the other if they care.
Nope. You don't even know that they're even. You don't even know that they're doing it, really.
It's all going on behind your back.
Yeah.
You look the perfect fool.
It's what they mean when they say behind the scenes.
Giving them the old silent treatment.
Yep. The old.
I
don't even know what they call it these days.
Old?
But it's good.
It's pretty old. These days, they call everything old. I mean, if you're past 25, they call you old these days.
That's true.
So
that's true. I mean, I would definitely classify myself as an old man.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a very, very old man, which is fitting. I mean, I'm Old Man River.
Oh, you are.
I am. So what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Old
Everybody
Man River
wants to be that.
Keeps rolling on, yeah.
And here he is today.
And here I is today. God damn it. Oh yeah. Talking about those funny pranks that you like to play on musical artists.
Famous musical
artists.
What did I do? I just discovered something.
Oh, you can sway. Swish
can
and
you
sway.
do that? Yeah, mine just popped.
Yeah, mine did not just pop.
Mine needs replacing.
Jake, we went through this last time. We switched chairs, remember?
Well, no, this is good otherwise.
I'm just saying, we had chair.
Oh, I know. I'm saying...
We had chair.
I mean forever.
What about forever?
The back of this chair needs replacing.
Forever.
The
back of this chair needs replacing forever. That may be true. That may be true. Drink it.
You know what? The one thing I don't like about drinking soda out of a can, even though I think it tastes better,
right,
is sometimes, and this is kind of gross, and if your ears are sensitive, you might want to put a thin coating of Vaseline on them to protect them a little bit from what I'm about to do. Sometimes the pull tab, when I'm drinking it like this, I'll get it like this, and then it'll get into my nose, and it'll pop my nose out of place for just an instant.
Oh God, your nose popped out of place. That makes me retch and gag.
Well, I know. I told you to Vaseline your ears.
I tried, but it just kept popping undone.
Popping undone.
Popping undone.
The Vaseline popped undone
repeatedly.
Oh,
can't you see right straight down my ear canal?
Yeah, it is.
It's totally unsealed.
It glistens on its way down.
Hell yeah. There is that.
There is that.
Oh right. So what I wanted to get. Well, it's a little. The moment has passed, but your prank of buying people's music and not listening to it reminded me of a funny game that I've been playing.
Oh, I love funny games.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Listen though, okay. This is true. I'm telling you the truth right now instead of a lie.
All right. Wait, percentage truth.
Percentage of this story. I'm gonna try for 100%. I mean, when can
what?
Sorry, but I'm trying for 100%.
Man, you're a person, and you're gonna tell me a 100% true story.
No, I'm trying for 100%.
Okay.
All right. I don't know.
As long as you're not claiming anything insane like
certainly
that.
not. I don't know that that's humanly possible.
Right,
yeah,
okay.
But also, I'm gonna leave out so much from this story because I need to. That there won't be a whole lot.
Is it just because? Is it mostly because of the time constraints imposed on your story by our show's length?
It is partly the time constraints of our show's length. It's a very short show. But
very short show. You know, a lot of people. I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt this story, but I just
by all
have to
means,
say
please.
right now, a lot of people do consider our show to be very short. At just 1 hour.
Flies by. They just getting warmed up. They're like,
yeah.
I got my popcorn. I got my soda.
Snacks.
I invited the people over, and then it was over. The show was done.
By the time you see the opening credits, realize that the show's on. You call your friend. Your friend has to go pick up his girlfriend from the store because he dropped her off earlier because she was gonna buy some. Excuse me. She was gonna buy the supplies.
Snickers
bars.
Right.
You picked her up. He picked her up. By the time they get over to your house and you decide to start making the popcorn, it's already like 9:45 in the show.
Yeah, come on.
The show is most of the way over.
And you're going to be lost. You won't have a clue.
You won't know what's going on.
Yeah.
This is a show, I've said this before, but this is a show that needs to be seen You can't fully understand one episode unless you've seen all episodes before and after the current episode you're watching.
Right.
Once you've done that, you will get it.
And that includes, I mean, even if you've seen every episode before tonight's episode, you can't fully understand it because there's a bunch more episodes yet to come.
I can tell you right now, there are some things that are revealed in the final episode of the Jubi Show that are going to make you think quite a bit differently about this one.
Some people, yeah, I know. Some people are going to be really pissed off when they see, like, it's going to be like Lost. People are going to be like, seriously? That is what you were doing the whole time? But other people are going to be into it. They're going to say,
I will say right now, I'm gonna say that it don't worry, it wasn't all a dream.
No, we're not
going to do that.
Doing the dream route. We're not doing the like vision or like death vision. There's a bunch of movies where they were dead the whole time.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
No.
None of that. Well,
no,
I mean,
I don't even think there's going to be any. Well, I know. I mean, I know what happens. But
yeah.
There's not anything where people were dead for any period of time, really.
No, except for people that actually did die, like Dave Matthews and other. I mean, there's other people that we've inadvertently
killed along the way
to die. Yeah, but
Michael Jackson, I think.
Oh yeah, Michael Jackson. How could I forget that one?
Yeah.
But apart from that, there's no faking, no fake dead.
No,
we're not dead. Well, not during the show. I mean, we may well be dead, but as far as the show is concerned,
you're to take it as if we're alive right now.
Exactly. I don't
want to spoil anything, but we'll just leave it at that.
Well, yeah, that's enough. Okay, let's get to this story that I'm barely going to tell anyway.
Okay. You've only got 48 minutes.
Oh, shoot. Well, all right. I have been playing a funny game for some days now. I've been playing a funny game. For legal reasons, I am not going to go into the details of this funny game. I just think that would be wise for me to abstain from giving any details at all. Let's just leave it at funny games, playing some funny games. Anyway, today I wasn't aware until I was just on my way to come here this evening. I saw that my opponent, if you will, had made a very unexpected and amusing, and I thought really quite funny move in response to my last move. And again, I can't give any details, but it really delighted me. It was so unexpected, and it was just for me. I knew it was just for me, and I was like, "Thank you. You are an awesome opponent."
Did you give it a thumbs up?
I definitely gave it a sign of encouragement and acknowledgement. I let it be known that I was pleased and approved.
Well, that's great.
So yeah, there was some new developments in my unmentionable funny game, and it cheered me up. Which
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, thanks.
I like it when games go well in your favor.
Right. This was totally unexpected. I really never would have seen this coming. So, thank you, whoever you are. I mean, I don't know actually who my opponent is specifically, but thank you. You're awesome to play with. Oh yeah, and then that came from, well, me wanting to talk about that in the first place. I'd been sad all day. I was sad all day, and yesterday too, pretty much. I mean, the Jubi Show, it seems to me that the Jubi Show, above all, disdains politics and current events.
Mm-hmm. Oh, unless it's celebrities.
Oh, right. Well, we love celebrity gossip. Love celebrity gossip. It's one of the well, it's 2 or 3 of.
It's one of the corner pillars.
Right, 2 or 3 of the corner pillars of the foundation of the grid work of this show. But anyway, I've been bummed out the past couple of days just cause the whole killing unarmed kids is bringing me down. Is all.
Yeah, that is pretty sick.
So I was the first thing that cheered me up, in the past couple of days was
funny games.
The funny games. So thanks for that. Yeah.
Would they know who they were?
Hopefully not, because hopefully they have no idea who I am. That would be bad. So we'll just
funny games.
Never mind. But yeah, funny games. Oh God, I love that movie. I watched another movie from that director, Michael. I found out his name is pronounced Haneke. Michael Haneke.
Haneke?
Yeah, he's German.
And his last name is spelling?
It's spelled Haneke.
Haneke.
Michael Haneke.
All right.
Anyway, I watched another one of his movies because of how much I liked Funny Games.
Parts 1 and 2.
Parts 1 and 2. But I didn't really like this other movie that I watched. It was pretty disturbing and unpleasant, which all his movies are pretty disturbing and unpleasant. I knew that going in, but I just didn't really enjoy this one. Netflix. I've seen... Oh my God. That reminds me. Okay, that was one of 2 movies that I just sort of randomly chose to watch. 2 movies. I'd never seen any fictional film that featured genital mutilation, genital mutilation, and then what? I randomly picked 2 movies in
a row.
One day that both had. One of them had extremely graphic genital mutilation.
Wow.
The other one, the Haneke film, it was not. It was only well, anyway, it was discreet, I guess. It wasn't graphic. But still, 2 movies in one day, come on.
What are the odds?
I don't need that.
That wasn't today, was it?
No, that was a couple days ago.
Okay.
But
that's good.
Oh, it is good.
You've had some time to calm down.
I've had some time. Oh, and the other thing that made me happy today, apart from the funny games, the other thing that made me happy, well, I don't know if I should first mention that I don't know what order to talk about things in, and I've already gone all out of order with the things I should have talked about in an order in the first place.
Well, it's like our show, you know?
That's true. You'll never understand it until it's all
You'll watch the episode again and it'll all make sense.
Well, once the show's over.
Well, yeah. You actually... I'm sorry to bring it back to this, but you actually don't understand any one part of any individual show until you've seen the entire show. So really, you need to see the whole thing, the whole series, 2 times to get the whole thing.
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
Because,
Why?
Because by the time... What I'm saying right now is probably making no sense to whoever's watching this.
Awesome, okay.
But by the time the episode is finished...
This particular one... A Jubi Show.
You would be able to rewatch the episode and you would understand everything that was going on. You'd have to see it a second time to get it.
Only because you wouldn't be able to remember and absorb it all the first time
through?
You
could, but you'd probably forget to think about things when it was over. You'd forget to... You'd forget to be like, oh, that... It's not really that's why they did that. It's more of a... You watch it again, you're like, oh, now I see what's coming.
Certain recurring themes become apparent.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Two times.
2 times. 2 times, man. 3 times.
Even 3 times. You could try it. I don't know if I'd recommend it, but 3 times.
Well. Oh, yeah. Well.
Yeah, go.
One thing on this list. This is This is fun. Well, it's not that fun. My the leaks in my brain are leaking again, I guess.
Oh no.
I mean, it's not too bad, but my I've got multiple scleroses, like a bunch of them, not just one.
Not just the one.
Not just the one, but a whole swarm of them in my brain. My brain is literally leaking fluids into itself. And it's been going all right, but just over the past couple of days, my left leg is gone totally dead. Well, not totally dead, but after I walk for a mile or so, it'll just get totally weak and I'll have to start dragging it.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's a little annoying, but on the upside, does this mean it's time for the return of my walking stick?
You had a walking stick. I remember that.
Did have a walking. I love a good walking stick.
That was really cool.
So, there's the plus side of the brain leaks is
get to carry a walking stick.
I'd been wanting to carry a walking stick.
Would you carry it until it started becoming a problem? Would you just hold it in your hand?
Oh, just
like
hold it
like Charlie Chaplin, just swinging it around.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
and then once I started to lose strength in my leg, I would use it to keep myself from falling over.
Yeah, there you go.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is kind of evil, but not uncommon, I'm sure. I just saw A Clockwork Orange for the first time the other day.
Oh, that is a pretty demented movie.
It is. You've seen it?
I've seen it. It's been a long time ago, and I don't remember much about it, but I remember it was disturbing.
Yeah, it is disturbing. I put off watching it for years, actually, because I knew it had a lot of raping and violence, and I didn't want to see that. But then I watched it because I love Stanley Kubrick in general. Vanilla
Sky.
I've never seen Vanilla Sky.
You will love it.
Anyway, I watched that movie and I thought it was awesome. And then I watched it again. And what's evil about it is it made me want to carry a walking stick because those evil bastards in that movie carry walking sticks and hit people with them.
You just wanted to have it as an option?
Yeah, I just thought, I like to yeah, I like to have an option.
An option.
That's a fine way of putting it. So, the return of the walking stick, it's win-win.
Man, things just can't go any more right for you.
Woo! This is gonna be great.
Man.
I wouldn't be hitting old people. I wouldn't be hitting, like, old...
That's not what I was gonna... That's not what I was thinking. You say that like you think that I'm thinking, oh, he's gonna hit some old people with a stick.
Well, I guess in Clockwork Orange, they go out and they
I thought
hit old homeless people and stuff with their sticks, and it's totally rude, uncalled for. None of that. So, my evil is totally otherly focused. Not no, I don't need to beat up vagabonds.
I can't bring myself to even like push somebody.
Yeah, well, I've never been in a physical. I've never been in a real fight in my life. That's a secret that everyone can know. It's not actually a secret.
It's a secret to everybody.
It's a secret for everyone.
Hold on.
I'm holding on.
There's even a graphic to go along with this.
To go along with what?
That.
Ooh, we gotta get that up on the
I could probably put it on the on the others. I could save it. I'll put it up. Let's see.
Oh no.
Insert.
Oh
image.
my god.
What has happened?
I just cut to something too soon, and it's fine. It's nothing. It's fine.
I didn't see it.
It's nothing. Well, if you didn't see it, then I'm sure nobody else did. Hey, it's a secret, everybody. Hey, everybody, it's a secret. Jake is fixing up some fine and fancy graphics for you, and it's topical, it's relevant. Don't feel like we're wasting your time here. This is right on point and essential, really, to the understanding of the show as a whole.
And it's about how you've never been in a fight.
That is specifically about how I have never been in a fight in my whole life.
It's a secret to everybody.
It's a secret to everybody. Have you ever been in a fight?
No, I've not been in a fight.
I didn't think so.
I've never been like punched.
Right.
What the heck? Wait, the heck? There we go.
I mean, I've been abused in middle school and so on.
Yeah, I mean, I've been shoved around. Maybe somebody would punch my arm.
Yeah,
or something.
exactly.
But yeah, actually, honestly, the last time I can remember that was 8th grade. Middle school.
Yeah, 9th grade would be the last time that I got punched or shoved or whatever. Yeah, of course.
Book checked.
Book checked? God, I hated that.
I've never been book checked. I've seen people get book checked.
Yeah.
Out
Did you
came
just
the dinner.
you hit your face with the microphone?
No, I held the burp in with my hand.
Oh, that's better.
Yep.
I guess. Seems better. I'm slouching.
It is better.
I'm a slouch. It is better.
It is better.
I've almost been in a fight. Alyssa had to physically restrain me from following a guy out of the grocery store one time because I wanted to go beat him up so badly.
Did it work?
Her physically restraining me?
Yeah.
It did work. I was.
Well, you haven't been in a fight. It's a secret to everybody.
Exactly.
And I've already.
You know it worked.
I've already lost that.
Oh.
It's a secret to everybody.
Nothing's lost.
Well, I deleted it, but I forgot that I could undo my mistake.
Undo. Isn't that the best thing about this modern life? Is anytime you make a mistake, there's always the
undo button.
Capacity to undo
There's
it.
two things in my life that they're not my. Okay, hold on. Holding. There's two things that make people helping. Two helping things to people to the world
to make them helping.
When one is Facebook.
One is Facebook.
I don't know how, but I heard it on Fox News. Geraldo told me.
What he said, it was helping the world.
Maybe. I don't watch Fox News. How would I know that what he said?
You said you heard it.
I mean, it sounds like something he might say.
Really? He said.
I don't know that he said it.
He said Trayvon Martin got killed as much for wearing a hoodie as for anything else.
That's what I heard too. I also heard that Fox News stopped selling hoodies.
I didn't know they were ever selling hoodies, but
that's all they sell.
Well, where am I going to get my hoodies now?
I don't know. On your head.
Especially if I didn't know they were selling them in the first place. Jesus.
Fox News hoodie.
Fox News hoodie.
Well,
I'm kind of sick of having this wrapped around my head, but I just feel like out of solidarity, I gotta keep it on for a while.
I've never owned a hoodie, so I can't.
Really? Never?
Yep, never owned a hoodie. I've always wanted to own a hoodie. I've always thought, I want a zip-up hooded sweatshirt.
Yeah, well, they're fun. You should get one.
Yeah, I really should get one.
I'm a fan.
I just got stuck on these fleece things. I always was a sweatshirt guy. I always would wear sweatshirts, and that's like the only kind of shirt I'd wear in the winter. But then I found these things, and I can just unzip it, and it's like a coat. That's why I like them. And for the first week, they're really soft. Not anymore.
It must be a great week.
It is amazing. It's really makes me tempted to buy another one at the end of the week.
Fantastic week.
Fantastic week. Hey. And the other thing, undo button.
Undo. Oh, Facebook. Okay, I forgot where we were at. Facebook. Undo button. Those are the two great things for the world and society.
They're both. Edit. It's
a
secret to everybody.
Edit.
Edit. That's another good one. I don't know that it makes top 2, but editing.
No, but it is good. I mean, it's kind of the same as undo.
You can revise anything. You can revise your breakup text that you send because you don't want to actually say it to their face.
Or let's say you had a really unpleasant family dinner last night. You can edit it and revise it so that it went more pleasantly,
right,
and positively for those concerned.
Yep, exactly.
That is one of the two best things about this modern life.
You can be in a public place with your friend, and there's a guy, and he's weird, and he's right there. He's right there, and you just want to say, "Hey, look at this! Look at him! He's right here!" So you take out your phone,
right,
and you send a text to your friend, but then the guy's like, "Whoa!" and his neck,
he sees what
his long neck comes out.
He looks to see what you're doing.
He looks to see, and you quick edit it so that it says, "Hi."
What? Quick! What are you?
That might be it.
Oh, just hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing suspicious about that.
Nope.
Nothing suspicious about that.
Nope. Nothing. And then you could edit to see nothing to say here.
Nothing to say here. I like that. I like that.
Well, I'm liking it too.
Yeah.
It's a secret to everyone.
It is a secret to everyone. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, one reason I do like to have the hood on my head today, well, not right now, but when I was outside, it was useful to have it on because the wind was, once again, from the south.
It was quite a fright.
Least favorite direction. And I don't like to have a south wind on my head. So
it felt bad.
It
I
always
walked
feels
to
bad.
lunch today. Okay, if you aren't an Iowan, if you aren't a true-blooded Iowan,
ethanol fueled
crazed Iowan.
We got fructose corn syrup in our veins.
We put corns in our cars.
We put corns in our cars.
We put corns on our cars.
We're so into it that we put corns on our cars.
We don't have regular weather here. It was
anymore.
It was. I have a fan in my window, a window fan.
A window. Yeah.
And I had to. I have had it in my window for the past 2 weeks because it was so hot here.
So hot.
And then last night it was 45 degrees outside.
So cold, like the most frigid south wind ever.
And I had to take it out of my window, and I closed my window because it was so cold. And then today I'm walking to Blimpie to get my lunch,
right?
And this south wind is like 77 degrees.
Yeah, it's blasting humid, in your face.
Blasting in my face.
Awful. I know. Gosh, I cannot wait for this last year of all time ever to be done.
Finally.
Get this over with.
Get rid of this world, December.
It's awful. It's ruined. It's ruined.
Where does one live to get the weather I want year round? I've heard Iceland is quite nice.
Have you?
I heard.
I guess I've heard that some. I don't remember what places are nice.
But I don't sprechen Sie Deutsch.
Why not?
I don't know, because I don't live in Iceland.
You know, sometimes I pretend to be on my cell phone when I'm not.
I've done that.
Yeah, but I like to speak in German, even though I don't speak German.
You're just like, ich habe es kein cooler fun.
Yeah, there's some of that, definitely. I use the little bits that I do a lot of repeating, like, was? Oh, nein. Oh, ja. Was? Oh, yeah.
Was?
Das ist gut, yes.
You go from like, nein. Das ist good.
Yeah. Was?
I had to fake a telephone call once. I was walking down our very street, and there was a guy. I don't know who he is, but I'd seen him around, and he talks.
I've seen him around.
We all seen him around. He's a secret to everybody.
I've seen him around. I'm sure I've seen him on our street.
Oh, I bet you have. I haven't seen him for several years, but he started to talk to me one day, and it was forever. It was just my hair is something.
Yeah,
I've done it. Now I've done it.
Oh, that is.
How have I done this? Well, I'm going to leave it.
Yeah, just leave it.
Leave it alone.
Unless you want to borrow my hoodie, which is fine.
No, I'm actually going to... You know what? They say flaunt it if you got it.
Yeah, that's true.
And you know what? Today, I got it.
Today, you got it. Well, for this moment, you got it. For this moment,
I got it. It may collapse on itself.
It might collapse on itself. But...
Like the Yellowstone caldera before it explodes in a giant supervolcano, am I right?
You're right. Oh, I just got a weird smell in this room. It's probably myself.
Was it my fart from 20 minutes ago? Because that happened.
It could have maybe just finally made the rounds. I don't know. What were you saying? You were talking about something before.
Oh, the man.
The man, yes, the weird man on our street.
He was talking. He was just going at it. He was going at me, talking about it. Everything. I have an itch on my head, but I don't want to scratch it.
Yeah,
I'll ruin it. I'll ruin the only thing I've got going for me.
It.
I pulled out my phone and I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, just a minute. Oh, hello. Oh, yes, I will be there right away." And then I slowly walked away.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it was only because he was talking to me for like 20 minutes, and I was on my way somewhere. I was on my way to the store or something.
What was he talking to you about?
Honestly, I don't remember. I blocked it out. Everything, his life.
Yeah, right,
his hopes, his dreams.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Was he a particularly odd-looking man?
I don't have a good picture in my head anymore of what he looks like.
Well, then I don't know which guy you're talking about.
Yeah, I have not seen him around for years now. So.
Well, there's a guy who used to go off with these horrible stories that I used to see on our street, but he was very odd looking. You would know.
I'd know him if I saw him.
You would remember. He's very well, I don't want to be mean. He had some kind of physical deformity.
Oh no, this wasn't that guy. This was a very. Excuse me. He's a very normal-looking guy. I'm thinking about it. I know you asked me what he looked like earlier, but he was pretty normal.
Now we
know. You would never assume that you were about to get it.
I would never assume. Oh yeah, wait.
What?
Okay, well you said it had been some years.
It had been some years, but I was just using an example about how I use my phone to get out of situations.
Yeah, I know. I got distracted by your glorious story, and I got all.
I thought you were gonna say your glorious hair.
Got distracted by your glorious.
I can barely stop
hair.
looking at it. It looks like a
rooster.
It looks like a rooster, or it looks like maybe a boat, like a rowboat atop my head.
It does kind of look like a rowboat.
A schooner.
Oh, I love a schooner. I love the schooner.
I love the schooner.
Schooner the better.
Schooner. Would that be the name of your boat if you had a boat?
The schooner the better, yep.
What if it wasn't a schooner even? Still? Yeah.
Even better. Then it would be even better.
People would talk behind your back about how you
were an idiot.
Say things. Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know that you were for reals about it.
So funny. They wouldn't know that I was so funny, yeah.
It's sad when people don't know how funny you are.
It's true. It's like it was like one time when I had art on display at Public Space 1 years ago. Right. I had art on display. And then I got tired of having it on display, so I took it home. And my name placard was still there. So I took the name placard and I stuck it above this horrendous colored pencil drawing of like a monster face or something. Looked like, probably a 13-year-old boy had made it.
How old were you?
At the time?
Yes.
Back then, I don't know, 25.
All right.
Just old, just finally old.
All right.
Right at the cusp of old.
I gotcha. So it was a few years ago.
A few years ago. And anyway, to me it was hilarious that I was putting my name. I was claiming this hideous.
You were kind of taking the heat for that one.
I really was.
You took a bullet right in the chest for that guy.
And to me that was quite funny, but people, and I know this from speaking to humans who saw it, people didn't realize that I was funny. People thought that I was an idiot.
Why would they think you were an idiot?
Because they thought I made that art.
Oh. Wait, what did you think would happen?
That?
Oh, they just didn't understand. They just didn't know that They didn't understand. They didn't understand that you were funny about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
They didn't know that I'm funny. They just thought I was an idiot. Sometimes people can't tell. I can't blame them.
Did anybody say anything to you about your artwork?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody said something to me. They were like, "I saw you've got some stuff up at Public Space 1." And I was like, "No, I don't. I took it all home." And he was like, "No, I saw at least one thing with your name on it." And I was like, "Oh, yeah. Right, I know what you're talking about."
I definitely made that one.
I told him that wasn't actually mine. And then he actually seemed quite relieved. Like it had clearly changed his opinion of me.
Was he like white as a sheet when he came up to you and then you saw the color return to his face?
Well, he was he's very delicate when he was trying to tell me that he'd seen my art.
You could tell that he thought it was really bad.
Yes, and then when I told him that I hadn't made it, I just thought it was funny. Well, then he knew I was funny, and he started laughing, and he was like, "Oh gosh, okay, I was gonna say, what's wrong with that kid?"
Then it came out.
Then it came out.
You know what?
That he thought I was an idiot.
You could have just been like, "I really did make that."
I know. I
just wanted to see what you really thought about it.
Yeah, if I was a braver soul, if I really didn't care what people thought.
But then you could have taken it back and been like, just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
And then you could have seen him get really uncomfortable.
He would never trust me again, and I would have blown this great friendship that I had.
Oh, he was an acquaintance
with the Brad man of all people.
Oh, was it the Brad man?
It was the Brad man.
What are you? I mean,
why didn't I tell you? Why didn't I say so?
Why haven't you told me? Well, also we were just talking about the Brad.
I know we were just talking about the Brad man.
What are the chances?
Yeah, whatever happened to that Brad man? Who
knew? Does he still stream his life on his cell phone?
I haven't a clue. I don't know.
Do you remember when we were watching that stream?
It was great.
We were talking to him.
Yeah, we talked to him. It was just him sitting there by himself.
Doing nothing. He wasn't even doing anything.
No, he was sitting there silently.
Just reading the chat. Just like a guy who's not doing anything. His only thing that he does is reading the chat about him sitting there. Answering questions.
It would be like this show if there was only one of us and the person didn't even talk.
Yeah, and we had millions of people watching us. Probably making fun of us.
Well, he was a very popular man.
He was. It's
very
true.
Devoted audience.
People still talk about
guy.
Brad Man. Like
I know.
When somebody, I mean, it's been in the last year. Somebody said something about, "Are you on PATV?" And I said, "It was probably me."
Right.
Like, do you know Brad Man? And they're like, I don't think Brad Man's been around for years.
The Brad Man. Nobody's seen any sign of the man in a long time. And I gotta be honest, when the show was happening, when it was a weekly affair,
TWB,
I thought it was kind of a pain in the ass. I thought they were kind of loud and obnoxious and made a mess of things. But with the passing of time, I miss the Brad Man. I do miss the Brad Man.
I would like
back.
to see at least one more Tonight with Brad Man before the world ends in December.
Yeah, one more episode. We need one more Brad Man.
One more Brad Man.
I don't think I've ever actually seen an entire episode of the Brad Man, but
are they archived on the internet?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't.
Do you have
know.
Do you have archives here?
I don't think we do anymore. Maybe he took them. I don't know. I don't think we have them anymore.
I was gonna say you could just stick them in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Nostalgia value.
Yeah, and that's some value.
Well, even if you don't have more than one or two, you could give it a weekly time slot and just keep playing the same ones.
I should check and see if we have any Bradmans to play.
Yeah, I want to see some Bradman.
I want to see some Bradmans.
Man,
gosh,
all kinds of classics. Like, well, I guess Professor Noodle is still on.
Oh yeah, this channel, public access, it's Professional Noodle, Professional Noodle. Yes, Professional Noodle is still on, and he doesn't even live here. He lives in Ames or something.
Man, he's really dedicated. Can I get something on the Ames PATV channel? Can we like syndicate the Jubi Show in Ames?
Maybe, I don't know. We could get it the Jubi Show on other access channels if we tried. There are stations that solicit material. I've never tried.
It's kind of like how we've seen Let's Paint and Eat and Run and Exercise, but I guess that was on the internet.
That was the internet. You can watch this show on the internet anywhere. It is syndicated in that respect.
That's true. Ooh. Holding that burp in still.
Oh, I feel like we were talking about something and I forgot. Oh, it was the Brad Man. We were talking about the Brad Man.
Yeah, we're still talking about the Brad Man, kind of.
Well, good. And I forgot what I was going to say though.
Didn't he once eat a loaf of bread? Oh. Didn't I hear about that or something? Didn't people talk about that?
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I don't know about the loaf of bread. That sounds possible. I was going to say that public access television, I don't know. The people don't realize this station used to be so much more outrageous than it is. It is so tame compared to how it used to be.
Yeah. Even this show
used to be wilder, yeah.
I mean, we had those cooking things.
Well, that's true. I was just thinking in terms of like content that would really offend and upset people. There used to be so much more. There was way more nudity and swearing, all kinds of stuff on live television even.
It sounds like it reminds me a little bit of the No Shame Theater.
Yeah, this place used to be like it did used to be kind of like a televised No Shame Theater sometimes. It's not like that anymore.
No.
Not at all. I don't think that would fly anymore. You know? We've gotten
that kind of thing just has to happen on its own, you know? We can't make people be outrageous again.
I guess that's true.
Once there's a precedent set for trying to have your show nice and clean, people aren't going to want to step out of bounds.
Which is kind of good in a way because we haven't, as a station, we haven't gotten in trouble lately, and we used to get in trouble sometimes. Well, maybe we have gotten. I don't think we've gotten any big incidents lately. I hope not.
But it's not a problem as long as somebody else provided. Somebody provided it. It's not PATV's deal, right?
Yeah, in theory, it's just that it gives us bad publicity because
I suppose so.
The public doesn't care that we're not legally responsible for the content.
They just think, oh, it's PATV playing that crap again.
Yeah. So it's all our fault because we let it happen. Anyway, I digress.
Man,
we've filled this show right up.
Filled it right to the top.
Bursting point.
We didn't even have time for the mailbag.
And we didn't even have time for the stupid mailbag.
Stupid mailbag.
Oh, and the other thing that made me happy today, when I was walking to work, it was all about the walk to work, I guess.
You always have the most amazing walks to work.
Well, not always.
But sometimes. Deer surround you in the middle of a forest as you throat sing to them.
That's true.
That sounds like a dream.
Yeah, that happened twice. Well, I wasn't going to work one of the times. I was just going to the grocery store. But it happened twice, and it was awesome both times.
But has happened twice.
Yeah. But has happened twice. At least twice, you know?
Yeah.
But has happened so many times I can't even name it. On the way to work, apart from the funny games that were funny and pleasing, right when I was almost here to work, I was on a narrow sidewalk, and I was passing a man and myself were passing each other on the narrow sidewalk. And this is going to sound so stupid, but whatever. I'm funny or stupid. Nobody's sure. Nobody can tell. Anyway, we were passing each other on this sidewalk, and he happened to be a youngish, probably my age-ish, African-American man. And I just assume that black people hate me. I kind of hate myself for being white. Why wouldn't black people all hate me? So anyway, he made eye contact with me and gave me like a friendly nod. It made me so happy. I smiled and nodded at him. He made me feel so much better about myself.
I get happy when anybody smiles and nods at me.
It's true. It's not that common.
No, I mean it's hard enough to find somebody that doesn't just like look away.
Right.
Like people don't want to look at other people.
Definitely.
I like looking at people.
Do you like making eye contact with people?
No, because I know that because of how I think
they'll respond.
Feel. Yeah.
Like I hear that.
If it was cool, like if everybody could just look at people and it was no big deal, that would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
I'd just like to look at people.
I've thought about that.
It's like at different people.
Yeah, it would be awesome to just, if it was socially acceptable, to just like look people right in the face as you walk by them.
It's like,
not in a bad way. Just scope people out,
checking it out, and see what's going on.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
You don't get to get enough look at other people.
No. And it is nice when the only time
you don't even want to look at like people you know for too long. Like
that's true.
It's okay to like
creepy.
give them a couple seconds
give
of eye
them a
contact.
Glance, yeah.
You don't want to like stare at them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Even like when they're talking to you, sometimes you feel like you need to like look away.
Oh yeah.
Conversations.
I've definitely had conversations where the person I'm speaking with looks at me far longer than I am comfortable with.
Seems like that should be okay because it just means they're paying attention.
Right. There shouldn't be anything wrong with it, but it starts to freak me out eventually. Look away. Oh, but typically the only time anybody will smile, nod, say hi is like close to home in like the neighborhood areas.
People who've seen you before.
Maybe, or just people that are friendly or back. Bow, round, down, ding, down, down, bing, dong, bang, bang, ding, da. In neighborhoods, people are friendlier than they are downtown. Once you get to the downtown area, nobody's
Western
nice.
Chicago.
What about?
Oh, I was just talking about how everybody who lives in the dorms is from Chicago.
Oh. That's interesting though, because the time people. I don't know. I hear different things about Chicago.
Not that I have anything against people from Chicago, but
the Chicago suburbs though.
Yes.
God darn it. Oh.
Ooh, don't get me started on the Chicago suburbs.
Because I was gonna say, from the times I have gone to Chicago, I have found the people in Chicago to be
awesome.
Friendlier
They're
and
great.
Nicer than the people in this town for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's not true in all parts of Chicago, but from my limited experience, the people there are much nicer than
who had really nice people?
Who?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
I've heard. I mean, Alyssa did some southward traveling, and she said the people in the little towns and stuff were super nice.
Man.
So there's probably. I think this town is.
I always thought we lived in. I always hear people who aren't from here. They're like, the people here are so nice.
Really?
Yes, I've had multiple people tell me that the people here are nice, and now I'm starting to think that maybe we're not nice.
I think we're not nice. I can't think of many towns that I've ever been to where the people were less friendly than they are here. People told me when I was gonna go to Denver, everybody warned me. They're like, Denver is awful. Do not talk to anyone. The people are awful. I went to Denver. I did not have one bad experience with any of the people in Denver. Everyone was completely nice and polite. I don't know. Maybe it's just luck.
I had a bad experience in Denver.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to hear about it?
Yeah.
And to be fair, I probably can't 100% blame Denver for this.
Go ahead. You can try.
Okay, I'll try. I'll see if it sticks.
Okay.
I went on a trip with some friends to Utah, and we went through Colorado, Denver.
Right.
We went to the first day.
Okay.
And the next day we were leaving Denver, and I wanted some batteries and a pillow because I forgot my pillow.
You gotta have a pillow.
And I was like, oh, well, here is this Walmart that we're next to. And
Walmart.
Yeah. And I was like, that's where you think this story is going.
Okay, I'm sorry, I jumped the gun.
And I was like, I would rather not go to Walmart if I can avoid it.
Right.
If I need to go to Walmart and I have to get a pillow and Walmart is where I have to get it, I will get a pillow at Walmart. But
right.
I was like, Costco.
Costco.
We'll go into Costco. I hear great things. And I'm sure it's great. But I just wanted to go in there and get a pillow. But you got to be a member at Costco. And the guy was
buy
like,
anything?
To go in there
to
at all.
go in the store.
And I said, I would just, gotta be a member.
Well, that's weird. I didn't know about that.
Yep, Costco. It's like Sam's Club. You know about Sam's Club?
Well, I know there is a Sam's Club, but I didn't know it was an actual club.
It is a club. You have to put your money down. I could have bought a membership.
You could have bought a membership.
I could have paid like $60 probably. If there was a Costco nearby and I shopped there a lot, I could recoup my losses in the form of cheap goods. But
that seems like a horrible business model.
People love it. There's going to be a Costco here. You just wait. People are going to go nuts for it. It's probably going to be great. But I didn't have a membership.
But that
guy was not nice to me about how I couldn't even go in there.
Yeah.
I started to walk in. I just didn't know. I didn't know how it worked.
You didn't know you were
He's
forbidden.
like, hey, you can't go in. You have a membership? You have a membership? Nope. I'm from member. Get out of here.
How did he know that you didn't? How did he know instantly that you didn't have a membership?
Because evidently what you do if you know what it's like to shop at Costco.
Give him a Masonic handshake.
Give him the Masonic handshake. Give him a little tickle on the wrist.
Yeah.
But I guess you show them your card as you go in. Like
you
it's just like you flash your badge.
I see.
And I didn't do it. I just walked right past him. Probably seemed pretty rude to him, but really I just didn't know.
Right. Do you know what the badge is supposed to look like?
I think it's like an FBI badge. It's got a star and it says FBI Special Agent.
Okay, so
no, I don't. Honestly, I don't know. I think it's just a little card, like a driver's license or something with your picture on it. I think it's got your picture on it.
Wow, they're thorough at Costco.
Sam's Club does it too.
Sammy's Club.
But man, try to find a bigger jar of pickles than you can find at Sam's Club.
Are you a member of the Sam's Club?
I'm not, but I've been in a Sam's Club before.
Why did they let you in? Were you with a member?
Parents.
You're with
my
a member.
parents were members of the Sam's Club a while ago, a long time ago.
New Pioneer Co-op, they have members, but you don't have to be a member to go in.
More. You just pay more.
You just pay a little bit more. Isn't that more polite?
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, and the being a member there, like, they'll give you your money back if you want to not be a member anymore, I believe. I think you can say, I would like to withdraw my membership, and then I think they will pay you. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard.
It's like a deposit.
Yeah, it's like a deposit.
That's awesome. I'm not so keen on this new expansion move thing, but
it's weird. If you like parking, if you don't like parking near the store, if you drive a car, you might like this new expansion thing. That's part of.
Yeah. We're about done. We're about finished. Well, not quite, but we're about finished. And it's about. This is about over. This is about the end. So
this is what they call. This is what fans of the show like to call the end of the show.
Yeah.
Do we have those credits? Do we have that music
somewhere? Let me see if I can.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah, man. Let me see if I can track that down, man.
Oh man, somebody told me. Oh, I wish I had the picture.
Wish you had that picture.
Somebody on the internet that I know told me that if there was like, it would be perfect. I want to show it.
Stupid Chicago suburbanites.
He said, if there was a music conductor conducting the theme to your show, he would look like this. And he showed me this picture, and it was like an orchestra, and it was perfect because we have an orchestral version of the song.
We do have it.
And yeah, right here.
Here it is. It's awesome.
Oh, I wish I could explain it. Well, I will try. I will try to explain it.
Well, you have about a minute.
It's a picture of an orchestra. And in front of the orchestra where the conductors usually was one of those, you know, those things that have air blowing in them and they wave all around.
Yeah, I strangely enough, yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And they got like arms.
Yeah.
It was one of those on the stand when he was conducting, and it was really funny.
That's cool.
Yeah. And he was like, "That's what the conductor for your show would look like."
If only we had that. Wait, was this a picture or a video?
picture.
We should get a video.
We should get a video. Hey, if you're watching this, guy, send me a video. You know how to find me.
If anybody out there is watching this and it has a video of one of those air things blowing around, send it to us.
There's the email address.
Right there.
Mailbag.
Heck yeah. See you later. Bye.
Good night.
9, 10, 11 fingers on God. What color eyes does God have? God has eyes that are big and red. What color eyes does God have? He's got big red eyes spinning around his head. Cause God is a monster with green hair. God is a monster with green hair. God is a monster with green hair. And he brushes it all day long. How many teeth does God have? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. How many teeth does God have? He's got 4 gold teeth in his big red mouth. What kind of blood does God have? Sugary sweet, not good to eat. What kind of blood does God have? He's got sugar sweet blood that never comes out. Cause God is